welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back again today with another pick a card reading for you. If you are one of my returning subscribers, I just want to thank you so much for being a part of my community, becoming my friend, just all of the support you've shown me and each other in the comment section. You guys have been amazing and really you've made this year amazing for me. So thank you for your support here. Thank you for being here with me. And if you're finding yourself here for the very first time, I just want to welcome you with open arms. Please join our community. Grab yourself a cup of tea or some snacks and we'll have a bit of a chat because we are all friends here at my kitchen table. Today's pick a card reading, we are posing the question of spirit, the person on your mind, why are they silent? Maybe they ghosted you for whatever reason. You guys are in no contact. Why are they silent? Why are they silent? What are their current thoughts and intentions towards you and this connection? We do have 3 piles in front of you today. We have pile number 1 with the wombat spirit today and that beautiful flower which I literally found growing on the side of the road. So I don't know what it is. So if you know what it is, please let me know. Pile number 2 with the whale spirit and the pink zinnia. And pile number 3 with the giraffe spirit and this yellow mum. So whatever pile or piles are calling out to you, just know that there may be a message waiting here for you today from spirit. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, we're asking spirit, the person on your mind, why are they silent? And what are their current thoughts and intentions about you? Pile 1. Hello, pile 1. Thank you for joining me. You guys were drawn to this beautiful flower. Again, I don't know what it is, but I found it on the side of the road. So if you know what it is, please let me know. When you were drawn to the wombat spirit, and today we're asking the person on your mind, why are they silent? What's going on with them? And what are their current thoughts and feelings about you and this connection? What are their intentions towards you as well? So the wombat spirit here, he has not come out at all yet for me. So he's very cute little guy here. And what I've learned about the wombat spirit is that, you know, you could be very resourceful, very smart. Spirit wants to remind you of your resourcefulness, but it's about finding and cultivating an inner stillness. It's about teaching yourself to relax. So maybe you're worked up about this connection. You are really kind of anxious about why this person is not, you know, reaching out to you, or why aren't they contacting you. And it's just a sign from spirit for you to kind of still your heart a little bit. Try to look at things from maybe a higher perspective and just try to use some intelligence to cultivate some inner stillness in your heart. But we'll see what your tarot has to say. Why is this person silent? Why? What is going... Whoops. Queen of Swords. Why are they silent? That Queen of Swords is very intelligent. She's just like that wombat spirit. And you can see the wombat's kind of wearing a crown there too. So you could be an air sign. Why is this person silent? We have the 9 of Wands. So I'm going to draw some cards for you and then we'll talk about your spread. Why is this person silent? The 3 of Cups. Okay. To start at your reading, you have the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups here. And we're asking, why is this person silent? I can tell by the 9 of Wands in the center of your reading that perhaps this person kind of feels like they're trying to be logical and stay away from you with the Queen of Swords, perhaps, and for some sort of reason. We have the 3 of Cups here, which could be an indicator of a third-party situation, but I'll get some clarity on that for you. But the 9 of Wands really represents feeling almost overwhelmed, tired of the struggle at times. It gives me that impression of, you can see her face, Sophia's face here. She just looks unimpressed. She's frustrated. She's unhappy with the amount of time it's taking for those wands to be able to be put down, for them to kind of cultivate in the background there. And I can just tell that not only are you frustrated, your person's frustrated too, but I feel like there's something going on here with this 3 of Cups. You could be friends with this person. This could have been somebody from your past. What is the 3 of Cups about, please, Spirit? The Chariot, having to make that decision. They're trying to make that decision. Do they want to come forward towards you? The 3 of Cups is a symbol of friendship. It's a symbol of coming together and having fun. And so is this a friendship that you're asking about today that maybe didn't move into a romantic realm, but maybe should have? This person's trying to be logical in their motives right now when it comes to you. They're trying, but the Queen of Swords is also about truth. So let's see what the clarifiers are here. Ace of Pentacles. Whoops. 7 of Wands. Fire energy. Clarifying that Three of Cups, please, Spirit. And I threw it over here. Two of them came out. Whoop. The Tower and the Ace of Swords. So this time that they're spending away from you is really gaining clarity for them. They're gaining a lot of clarity here. The Tower card here, mixed in the mix of this Three of Cups, the Tower and the Ace of Swords, I'm really getting the sense that your person either has had an epiphany about their feelings for you with the Tower, because sometimes the Tower can represent, you know, an epiphany coming in from above that, you know, I never realized I felt this way. I never realized the intensity of this connection. There's also a sense of not wanting to ruin something that may be already in the works for you with the Tower. With the Three of Cups, there could be a third party. They could see you moving towards a third party situation. And that Tower is really representing the fact that they don't want to shake things up. There's a lot of obstacles that they see. They don't see a clear way towards you. But the Ace of Pentacles is here, which is about communication opening up. And we have the Queen of Swords. They do want truth to be paramount here. And for some of you, this person is really considering coming forward and speaking with you. But the Ace of Pentacles is in the past position. It's not in the present or in the future. So I see them really focusing on those obstacles. The Seven of Wands here is a sign from Spirit that you can push through those obstacles if you choose to. But they are letting fear really, really hold them back here. Let's get some more clarity for you. So we have that Chariot card, Cancer energy really represented. What are their intentions towards you? What are their intentions towards you? We have the Page of Cups in reverse. Now my decks, and I go through them before my piles, and I didn't see that one to flip around. So the Page of Cups reversed here. The Page of Cups is about a new emotional love offer, but it's in the reverse position. And so when I see that in the reverse position, I can just see that there's been some disappointment. It's like somebody's been let down. This offer, the communication hasn't happened in this near past, pile for you. And it's just, you've been really let down. This person has been let down. It could be, I almost get the sense that they're waiting for you to reach out as well. I just saw the Three of Cups on the back of the deck. Their intentions towards you. What are their intentions towards this connection? Temperance, balance. They'd like to restore that balance. That is, you know, paramount. But I feel like they don't understand that their silence is really what's causing all of these wands to pop up. It's really what's causing the turmoil, the fear. It's adding to it. It's creating a perfect storm. Their intentions towards you. The Hanged Man, and it is also reversed. Interesting. There's a real sense of somebody feeling like a victim in this situation. Your person could really be feeling like a victim, and that's why they haven't made any moves towards you. That Hanged Man can come down anytime they want. There's almost a selfishness about it as well. It's like, I feel like, and I'm sorry to say this, I feel like saying that in some cases, now this won't resonate for all of you, but in some cases I feel like this person doesn't value you enough, or takes you for granted, or takes for granted the fact that they assume you're going to be there when they want to reach out, or when they want to extend some sort of offer to you. Their intentions towards you, their intentions. What are their future plans towards you? We have the Ten of Pentacles, though. So they do see you as an option for everlasting happiness, home life, children. They see potential for that here. You can see the beautiful imagery. They see potential for your happiness, and ultimately that's what they want with you. Like, that is what they want here. But I just don't feel like they're ready to push through these obstacles yet. It just doesn't feel like they are prepared. Some more clarity on that for you. Well, how are they currently thinking about you? How are they currently feeling about you right now? Three of Swords. They're heartbroken. They're sad. And there's a sense of wanting to come back with some sort of an apology, to come back with the truth with the Queen of Swords, and come back with some communication. But it's almost like a sense of poor me right now. Your person's kind of in a sense of poor me. We have the Knight of Wands. They have intentions of wanting to come back towards you with a lot of passion. So your person could end up plucking up enough courage to come forward towards you with that Knight of Wands. A lot of fire energy in the very, in the now position of your reading here. You could be the fire sign. Your person could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They don't have to be, but there's just a lot of passion that they do feel for you, and they want to come charging in. The problem, though, I see here with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands is that if an apology is needed, that Knight of Wands is so impetuous and so almost, he just acts without thinking sometimes, and he doesn't have a plan for afterwards. What are their intentions, their next move, please, Spirit? Whoops, High Priestess. So coming forward with a lot of passion, but maybe not with a lot of honesty and the very onset of communication again. That High Priestess hides the feelings that they truly have. We here have the Page of Cups and the Five of Wands. So they really are going to want to offer you that emotional start with the Page of Cups. It sometimes happens out of the blue, like when you least suspect it. You guys have been in no contact, and when you least suspect it, this person could come forward and really reach out to you with that Ace of Pentacles, try to finally reveal their truth to you. But we have the Five of Wands here, which shows conflict, which shows a little bit of maybe competition that they're fearing that they're facing with a new start with you. Maybe you have moved on into a third party connection. Maybe you've moved on into another relationship and they are sensing that. We have the King of Cups, though, on the back of the deck. This person has a lot of emotional attachment to you. They have a lot of love for you. They could be a Cancer or Pisces. They have a lot of love for you, but it's like they're letting all of these fears, the Tower, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, all of these obstacles and fears really hold them back from you. And Spirit is really calling upon you to be like that wombat spirit and really, honestly, putting yourself first and truly creating a stillness in your own heart about this situation is the only way that you're going to get through it, because waiting around for this person is frustrating you. It's frustrating you, and that's not what Spirit wants for you. How does this person feel? Look at some oracle cards here. What's going on in this connection? Oops. My dear friend, are you guys asking about a friend today? Because we do have the Three of Cups here, and it's about someone that you have spent a long time growing with, someone that you've known for a long time, that you've grown up with. You guys have literally, like, there's layers to this connection. And it's like you don't want to let go of it because you have grown up with this person. This is someone from your past. You've been through a lot together, perhaps, and there's just so many layers to this connection. And it's interesting to me because 7 and 4, that's 11, and 1, twin flames. It really feels like you guys. It almost feels like a twin flame friend connection here that I'm asking about. We have all is connected on the back of the deck, though. You guys are weaving your connection, your future together as we speak with this spider imagery here in this card. It's about you are weaving your own destiny, and the changes, the seasons are changing, and you're worried that too much time is passing between no contact maybe with this person. Maybe you feel like things are getting away from you. You're losing more control of the situation with every passing day, I feel. But this is a card to remind you that you're still connected to this person. Especially if this is a twin flame connection, which there are indicators here, you're still connected and you won't release it. Like, no matter what changes come, no matter how many seasons come and go, you're going to stay tethered and connected to this person. Instinct. You see the imagery of the moon in that card, and we have discovery. So you see the imagery of the moon in both of these cards, actually. It's about truly, again, with the wombat spirit, it's about creating an inner stillness within yourself. And maybe this whole connection, this whole situation has really caused you to feel a lot of turmoil inside. That Queen of Swords is trying to squash that. She's saying, you need to look inside yourself and truly love yourself. Gain a lot of clarity in this situation, and create an inner stillness within yourself, because the turmoil that you're feeling because you are connected to this person, like spiritually, the turmoil you're feeling is just being leached onto them, and they're so fearful anyway that it's not putting you in a good vibration. It's time for you guys to have some inner stillness, because we have growth here. You're learning, like throughout this period, I feel like you are learning so much. You are growing as a person. You're changing, and this person's missing it. It's just a sense of missing it because of their fear. I like you, though. They're saying someone likes you. Romance is blooming, and you're mirroring each other. You're mirroring each other's energy. There is a lot of potential here for happiness if this person's able to push through these obstacles. And the Seven of Wands is a sign that they are capable of pushing through any obstacles in front of them. But the Tower here and the Five of Wands shows that they are fearful of creating too much chaos. Paradise on the back of the deck shows that there are, especially with this Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands, you know, with clarity, with truthfulness, with connection. And the Ace of Swords also brings with it an opportunity. So with all of these, you know, all of these energies together, there is a potential here for a lot of happiness in this connection. Now, what does this person wish that you knew? What do they want to say to you? I'm afraid of rejection. I'm scared to come forward. I'm scared that too much time has passed for no contact with you, and now I've just kind of shot myself in the foot, and I'm getting frustrated myself. But I'm coming. They're coming forward with some sort of news for you. They're struggling with that. I feel like they're really on the fence right now with this Chariot card. I feel like they're really on the fence of what to do, and they're, you know, this card says they're coming. So for some of you, this person's going to reach out. I dream of being reckless. That card always shows up for me, you guys, when I see somebody who may be in a third party and this person just kind of wants to charge in, throw caution to the wind and say, I don't care who gets hurt. I don't care what happens. I want to come in and love you. But it must be frustrating. I made a mistake as well. I made a big mistake. That's where that Three of Swords at the beginning of your reading came from, that apology. You take my breath away. What are their thoughts of you? Their secret thoughts of you? We have a lot to go over. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to express to each other. We need to talk about this. This silence needs to end. There is a real call for truth here with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. It's an opportunity. But it's still your choice to take that opportunity. It's your person's choice. I'm afraid I am becoming a stranger to you. And if they wait too long, they will become that stranger, and you will learn to go on without them. I want to be your knight in shining armor, but they have no plan. We had the Knight of Wands there, but he has no plan of action. I just lost one on the floor, so let's grab that for you. Can we start over? It's a bold, bold statement for somebody who's in no contact with you. I'm thinking of you right this second. You know, they're thinking about you right this moment as you're watching this video. And I have some growing up to do, they're saying as well, which is true. On the back of the deck, we have, where do I stand with you? Because it's been no contact, where do they stand with you in this connection? Let's get some charms for you. Teeny tiny tarot and charms from the flower pot. Okay, what do we have here today? Queen of Pentacles and the Tower. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we had the Tower coming up in your reading. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Tower showing up in the bowl for you today as well. So, you know, that Queen of Pentacles is all about security and happiness, and that Tower is all about chaos. So they could see that you're secure right now. They could themselves be feeling kind of secure in their situation, and they don't want to cause that chaos, but they feel an inexplicable bond to you with that chain, but you may also feel that energy from them. We have the teddy bear, and we also have the pineapple, which is a sign for friendship for me, or homecoming. We have 2 starfishes in the bowl, lots of mirrored energy. The homecoming and the little bear here, it's kind of like that 6 of Cups energy for me. It's like you've known this person from the time you were a child. Perhaps you guys started out as friends and never really evolved. We have a little girl on a bicycle as well, shows movement, kind of like that Chariot energy for me, making that choice to come towards you. We have the owl. And you know, the owl is a real sign of intelligence, as is the wombat spirit, as is that Queen of Swords. You guys are really, really smart. It's time to focus on yourselves, and let this person make their decision. Let them decide when they're coming forward. But out of the blue, they could bring forth, you know, we have that Page of Cups, and out of the blue, they could come forward. These starfishes in the bowl really represents, you know, a reminder from Spirit that you guys can heal yourselves from within. Starfishes can regenerate a limb if they lose it. So you may feel it like you've lost a piece of yourself, but Spirit's saying it's time to focus on your inner stillness, because you're not lost without this person. You're still a whole person. You're not lost without them. It's time to heal yourself from that energy. But I feel like that's mirrored. There's 2 of them in the bowl. It's mirrored energy. We have the rune. It's the rune of breakthrough, increase, and security. The world shines brightly upon you. Growth is not always dramatic, but it's steady and sure. It's a positive rune. So that's a very good sign too, that this person could reach out for you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have Our Lady here in a little emblem. You could be a mother. It's about compassion. It's about showing love in a situation. But children could be a factor in your life, because we do have the teddy bear and the Virgin Mary there. So it's about, you know, love and motherhood and that type of energy. Okay, group 1, that is your reading. Why is this person silent? I feel like they're scared. They're scared of shaking things up in your life or in their own life right now. They may reach out to you. That's some of their intentions. These are some of their thoughts of you. If this resonated with your situation, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel, become a part of this community with me. But mostly, I hope you come back and visit me on another day, and I hope that you have a wonderful day today. Bye, guys. Hello, group number 2. You were drawn to the pink flower and the whale spirit, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, why are they silent? What are their intentions towards you and their thoughts about you or this connection? The whale spirit says, trust the great mystery. It's interesting, it says 65, that equals 11. So this could be a twin flame situation or some sort of soulmate connection, but we'll see what your cards have to say. The whale spirit is all about somebody who is really pushing their emotions really deep down into the water, into, you know, deep down. And, you know, with that whale, they have to come up and take that breath of fresh air, and they have to expel, you know, the extra water in their body. It's like this need for expression, a need to explode all of the feelings that they're feeling towards you is really what I'm sensing. But it says, trust the great mystery. So there may be signs from Spirit here that you guys just have to have faith, but we will check to see what your cards have to say. So, this person, why are they silent? What is going on with them? The first question on the agenda today, why are they silent? 6 of Wands today. Feels like they're faking it till they make it. Oh, 2. 3 of Swords. Yep. 4 of Swords. So they've retreated. And they are faking, if they're acting all, if you're watching their social media and they're acting all happy-go-lucky and all of that, it's not real. It's not a real thing. That 6 of Wands is about happiness and finally reaching success and being happy. But the 3 of Swords next to it shows me that they're faking that emotion to people. They're putting on airs. The 3 of Swords shows sadness. They're not happy. They've retreated away. They're kind of trying to gain clarity here. But mentally they feel kind of sad and kind of tortured a bit. The 3 of Swords can be a sign of a third party. It can also be a sign of an apology needing to come through. But let's see what your clarifiers say. 6 of Wands. Whoops. I just saw the 10 of Pentacles, but then it literally like jumped back into the deck. So are they in another relationship? And are they acting like everything's great? We have the 8 of Wands in the reverse position. They're frustrated with that 8 of Wands. There have been delays and issues and troubles in their life. King of Wands. Fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person could definitely be. And Two of Swords. On the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. I feel like pulling. Okay. So back of deck energy today, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. And it's like this person has this choice to make. They have a choice to make, especially with the Two of Swords sitting right next to the Lovers card here. It's also a choice. It's like they're making it blindly. Though they're putting on that shield. They can't see where they're going. And it's like trying to make a decision about where they want to be. I feel like they could, we have the Ten of Pentacles here really shows security and happiness and being in a great relationship and having children and everything, building up something you're really, really proud of. But I feel like they're faking that. So if they're in a new relationship or if they've started a family with someone else, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It just shows that they're frustrated with their decision. They have sadness about it, and their passions are really lying elsewhere here. The Four of Swords, that Two of Swords, they have retreated from this connection. They have a lot they want to say, but there's this sense of indecision. There's a sense of not wanting to rock the boat, not wanting to disappoint people as well. But we will see what the rest of your cards say. And I just lost a bunch. Sorry, guys. Why are they silent? What are their intentions towards you? Why are they silent, please, Spirit? The Journey, Death. So they definitely feel like, you know, the Death card is not about a physical death. It's about wanting to have a transition. It's about needing a new beginning. And I feel like they went somewhere where they thought it was going to be a fresh start for them. They went somewhere where it was easier. You know, where it felt easier in the moment to make that choice. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, obviously, in my readings. Always. We have Ten of Cups. Happiness, it says. These are some powerful, powerful energies. The Page of Stones, the Page of Pentacles, and on the back of the deck we have here the Guardian, the Devil on the back of the deck. Okay. Why is this person silent? What are their intentions towards you? So they want to communicate with you in the future, in the very near future here with this Page of Pentacles. He brings with him a valuable offer, and what he could bring with him is clarity for you with that Four of Swords. Ultimately, what this person would like to have happen is to have this relationship with you, this Ten of Cups, this overflowing of abundance. And the way that they feel for you is just an overflow of abundance and a lot of passion. But the Ten of Cups is also a representation of marriage and family here. We have the Three of Swords. So I feel like perhaps somebody in this connection is married or has moved on into a family situation. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But there's a sense of apology here. There's a sense of sadness surrounding this entire situation. But in the near future here, we have that Page of Stones, Page of Pentacles. He brings forth news. Some clarity is coming in for you guys. We have the Devil here. And the reason why this news is coming forward is because this person feels connected to you in a way that they can't explain. And it's something that's going to pull them towards you. But the Devil is also about like an addiction. Like they feel addicted. They feel trapped by this connection. They could be feeling trapped in a family situation as well. There could be a sense of that. They could be a Capricorn. Always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What is their future intentions? What are their plans? Are they coming forward? We have that Page of Stones. Whoops, we have the Fool. Fool's coming out. And they're trying to weigh their options, but they're concerned. They don't know where they stand with you with the Seven of Cups. But they're weighing their options. They've got a lot of fantasies when it comes to you, sexual and otherwise, and they want to leap forward with the Fool. This person could definitely have Wheel of Fortune, back of deck. So sudden changes coming in for you guys, group 2. Sudden changes with the Wheel of Fortune. It's not like the Tower energy. It's not chaotic. It's like planned. It's like in your chart, you guys. It's something that is made for you to evolve on your journey as a spiritual being here. This person is going to come forward and speak with you. So their intentions are to come forward and break this no contact. They are silent because I feel like they could be in a relationship, or you could be in a relationship. We have my dear friend. You guys have been through a lot together in your past. This is a very layered connection. Like there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on with you and this person. Elixir of life. You can see her. She's just sort of sitting there, taking time to smell the roses. And I feel like your person spends a lot of time lamenting the decisions of the past in the here and now. Like they're just lamenting it. But we have this my dear friend, which again, 4 and 7 equals 11. It's about twin flames. It's like you've known this person for a really, really long time, from the time you were children perhaps, and you feel like you've been through a lot together, and you don't want to lose that connection completely. Children, it's so interesting this card came out, you guys, because I just ignored this card. And you know what, I should never do that. I should never ignore spirit, because sometimes they'll just drive it home. They're like, don't ignore me. Children, their love life is being affected by children. And then on the back of this deck, we have protective nest. So is there a child connection here? Are you a parent? You can see in this card, she's got, birds up. She's got babies in the nest. She's got a fledgling up there. She's got a giant egg down here. It's about motherhood. It's about children. It's about honestly looking after the children in your life and putting them first. So I don't know if maybe this person is putting children first and that's what's holding them back. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but I just found that really interesting. Spirit scolded me. It's like, don't ignore me. We have wedding. This situation involves marriage. And we have 2. Worth waiting for and playfulness. So I feel like there's been a lot of flirting in the past. I feel like it was a friendship type of situation. Nobody expressed what they needed to express. It was a great mystery and continues to be a great mystery, even though it really isn't a mystery, because I feel like you guys really are already, you were both very well aware of each other's feelings all the way along. But it never moved into a romantic relationship. It never moved into fruition. There's a lot of sadness associated with that. Spirit is saying that this is a deep enough connection that it's worth the wait, if you're willing to wait. We have to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. It's about truly going back to square one with this person, like from the time when you were young, and having a new beginning with that death card. We have flirt on the back of the deck. We have completion. We have the death card. What do you need to release? What does this person need to release in order to come back to with you? This person is really focused on the grief and the 3 of Swords. Your person is focused on that sadness of what they feel like they've lost, but they haven't lost it all if they turn around. Look at the beautiful sun. Look at the happiness that's waiting for them. But they're focused on that sadness. That 3 of Swords is right in the center of your pile. Self-worth. Shine a light on it. We have it's interesting because we have the snow here, and it's the only thing that's warm in this picture is this beautiful throne that you're supposed to sit on. Don't let times of disconnect with these people that you feel really strongly for reflect in your feelings about yourself and your self-worth, is what I'm really getting here, because joy is waiting for you. You could be named Joy, perhaps. What does this actually, I'll get you a few more of these ones here. Talking. Interested, conversing more, awaiting messages arrived. An awaited message arrived, and we have that Wheel of Fortune, the Fool. I really feel like this person's going to reach out to you. We have Golden Mirror. One-sided relationship, love bombing. That's the fear, right? They have this fear of not being accepted by you. Wedding rings on the back of the deck. Married, soul connection, eternal love. This situation involves marriage. Now that could be that they want to marry you, that they see that for your future. Or as I said, I do feel strongly there is a marriage. There's something going on with children, with marriage, with family here. But it doesn't stop that passion, that King of Wands that really showed up here. The passion that this person feels for you is part of the reason why they're feeling so heartbroken, because it's that passion is really driving them forward. What would they say to you if they could? What do they wish they could say? What are their thoughts? Their secret thoughts of you? I'm ready to act. But I can't make the first move. They have responsibilities elsewhere. And it's like, this is like, it feels like in this connection, it feels like this is like this grand connection. It's a great mystery, and it's almost like you don't want to spoil the surprise. I dream about the life we almost had together. And I dream of being reckless. And I say in my readings, when that card comes up, it always involves a family situation. It always involves somebody who just wants to charge in there with no thoughts about repercussions and just literally express themselves. I wish that I had been more honest with you about my feelings, because now all I have of you is this, my thoughts of you, and it's consuming. It's all consuming. Whoops. I'm going to make contact soon. I'm going to make contact soon, they're saying, and you would never guess that I still think of you. And it's because of that Six of Wands. Like I said, they are faking it until they make it. They're faking it. If someone were to ask about you, they may say who, but it's not how they're feeling. And it would almost break their heart to even say that. Let's run away together. I dream of being reckless. Let's just throw all the caution to the wind. It's this fantasy that they have of you. I should have made the first move way back in the day. And I want you to know that it will never, ever be over for me. It may be over for you. They're worried, but it won't be over for them. You make me want to be at my best. And you give me an indescribable feeling. I feel drawn to you like a moth to a flame. And on the back of the deck we have, I don't want to cause chaos in your life right now. Interesting, for everything we've been talking about. They don't want to cause that chaos. Let's see what your teeny tiny tarot in the charm bowl says today. This one. We'll pick this one. And your charms from the flower pot. Lots of charms today in the bowl. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. I'm not surprised to see that. And the Nine of Pentacles. So there's a security issue here with that Nine of Pentacles. They see you maybe up doing really well, you're really secure in yourself, or they may themselves feel very secure. And then there's that Seven of Swords. There's that sneaky energy that I want to run away with you. I want to walk away with these swords even though they don't belong to me type of energy. Somebody's hiding their truth, needing to express it. We have the Clock. We had this is worth the wait, but I also feel like maybe this has been a silent connection for quite a while. It's kind of frustrating. We have Gemini in the bowl. We have Libra in the bowl as well today. We have X. Is this an X? Ooh. We also Pisces, and we have the fishtail. The rune of protection here. And that's the friendship rune as well. So that's very interesting. We have the little rose. Somebody wants to reach out and be very generous with you with the rose. We have you. an ex. That's interesting, guys. We have the owl, looking at things from a higher perspective. It's about honesty and truth, and somebody really intelligent. We have, I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven, and never ever give up. It's like this person wants to say, you know, I don't want you to give up on this connection. I don't, you know, it will never be over for me, so I never want it to be over for you. It's that type of energy, you know. It feels really, it feels like a soulmate type of bond, to be honest. Some more information on this rune. The rune of friendship and protection suggests that old alliances and resources will be strengthened and new ones will be beneficial. So this person could come forward and cause or form a new alliance with you. Okay, group number 2, that is your reading. This is why your person has been silent. I feel like they're stuck in some kind of situation, some kind of marriage, or maybe you are. Always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Their intention is to come back towards you, and they feel kind of ready to act. They have some fears, though, and they're really faking it until they make it here. But their feelings for you are pretty intense, and they have a lot of regret when it comes to you. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comments section. I would love for you to join this family, subscribe to my channel, come back and visit me on another day. But most importantly, I just really hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Bye. Hello everyone in group number 3. You were drawn to this beautiful yellow flower, or the giraffe spirit, and this is your reading. Why is your person silent? What are their intentions towards you and their current feelings towards you and this connection? We have the giraffe spirit here. See the big picture. And the giraffe is kind of like this gentle giant powerhouse of the savannah. You know, it's about looking at things from a higher perspective and really seeing everything clearly. It's what spirit wants you to do. We have, you know, 29 here equals 11. So this could be some sort of twin flame connection, but we'll see what your tarot has to say. So why is this person silent? What's going on with them? Why are they silent? You have the Emperor. He's definitely silent. Look at how unhappy this little cat looks. He's an unhappy camper trying to maybe focus on work or focus on his responsibilities. We have the Nine of Cups. Now that Nine of Cups represents dreams and wishes. Queen of Wands. So why is your person silent? I can tell that there's an affinity for you and a deep connection here with the Nine of Cups. It's like it's like a sense of you being the perfect person for them. But they're afraid to maybe show their feelings. They're afraid of getting hurt again. You can see this cat is wearing a cone. It's almost that sense of, I've been hurt in the past and I can't show my true feelings, even though I have intense emotions towards this person. And I feel like you could be the Queen of Wands here. You could be the fire sign, the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You just represent this, a really strongly sensed Leo though here. Just this powerhouse of creative thought, very passionate, very vibrant, just really, really a wonderful, wonderful person. And they're fearful of maybe you being too much for them, or that they aren't going to be enough for you. There's a lot of passion they want to express to you, but they're afraid to do so. Let's see some clarifying cards for that Emperor, please, Spirit. Clarifying the Emperor. We have the King of Swords here to clarify the Emperor. So definitely trying to be logical, clinging to logic with every grain of fiber that is in this person. And we have the Lovers. It's like not wanting to admit to themselves that this connection is really strong and deep. Ace of Cups. And on the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups, but we also have the Devil. This Devil card makes me laugh every single time. The Devil in the Cat Tarot is just, look at how happy that dog looks, but to a cat, it looks really fierce. So this person, why are they silent? They feel an addiction to you, and I feel like that bothers them somehow. I feel like maybe this person is really shy. Maybe they've been really hurt in the past, and they're desperately trying to cling to logic. But the good news is here that they're trying to make a decision right now about what they want to do. And they're going to leap into an offer for you here with the Lovers. I feel like the decision they're ultimately going to make when it comes to you is to move towards this love offer of this Ace of Cups. because the passion they feel for you is overwhelming, and because they truly feel this connection. They feel like you're a dream come true, like you're perfect for them, but that almost scares them in a sense because they've been hurt in the past and because they're trying to protect their heart. But the Ace of Cups is about that beautiful love offer coming in. The cup you can see this bowl overflows. It's just overflowing with love, and it's a real emotional start for you and for this person. I feel like they are going to come forward in the future. They are going to break the no contact. If that's, if you're in complete 100% no contact, they're going to break that with this Ace of Cups and with the Knight of Cups. And they've got some plans for you as far as the Queen of Wands and the Devil card here, flanking all of these offers. There's going to be a lot of passion involved in this connection when they come forward, if you choose to accept them. There's a sense of urgency with the Devil. There's a sense of sexual frustration wanting to be expressed here, and a sense of almost feeling stuck and trapped by this connection in a way, and almost in a good way though. I'm getting a good feeling from it. I'm not getting a overwhelming feeling. It's just like passion. A lot of passion is going to be thrown at you here with the Lovers, Ace of Cups, the Devil. Just a lot of overwhelming feelings, I feel like. If this person didn't want to be overwhelmed by emotion, they're about to be when they come forward here. The Knight of Cups though doesn't always have a surefire plan when he comes forward with this passionate offer. However, because the Emperor and the King of Swords are here, I'm not really worried about this person kind of like, coming in, loving and leaving you. That's not really what I'm concerned about, because they're planners. They're smart, they're intelligent, and they're leaders. I don't feel like it's a lot of like fatherly energy with the Emperor. I feel like they have a lot of passion and gift giving that they want to do for you, but they're going to make those plans very quickly afterwards. Let's see what the rest of your tarot says. What is this person's intentions? What are their thoughts of you? Intentions and thoughts, please, Spirit. The Lovers, making that decision. We have the Lovers twice. That's Spirit's way of really letting you drive the nail home. We have the Five of Swords. Their feelings and intentions. They're making decisions to push through those obstacles. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse position. And on the back, we have the Daughter of Cups and the Two of Cups, I feel like pulling here. So that Three of Wands reverse position. Their intention is to make the decision to come towards you, but they are going to be, they do fear, like I feel like that offer is coming. I do feel like that offer is definitely coming for you. But what I fear is that there's obstacles here. Like it feels like for them, they're worried about it being a no-win situation. Like I feel like they're worried that they're going to come forward with this offer and you're going to walk away from it and that they're going to get hurt. You can see this worm has been cut in half. Now the worm can regenerate itself. They can heal themselves from within. And that's the fear though here, that I feel like your person has really been hurt in the past and they've had to already go through this process of healing themselves. And so the fear is really there, and that's what's holding them back from wanting to expand this connection. But we have the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups. So the feeling, like the decision that they make will be to come forward and it'll be out of the blue. And I feel like it'll be even a surprise to them as well. Like they'll be flip-floppy back and forth, like, yes, I'm going to make a move. No, I'm not going to make a move. And then they're just going to gain some clarity and they're going to be like, yes, I'm going to go for it. If I get hurt, I get hurt. But this connection is too intense. It's too deep. Soulmate connection really represented here by the Two of Cups. An offer out of the blue here with the Daughter of Cups, because they feel so connected, and almost, again, addiction. There's an addiction type of feeling here with this person. We have Red Garden. Just lost a card on the floor. We have two coming out. We have Home in the Sky and we have The Journey. Okay, so this Red Garden card is really just a sign. It's a call from Spirit for your person, really, for them to kind of take some time to Notice the simple pleasures in life. Take some time to stop and smell the roses. They're spending so much time, you know, stoic and serious, and it's a call from spirit for them to truly take some time to enjoy their surroundings, to put themselves into a state of gratitude so that they can come forward and have that happiness when it comes to you. We have the Home in the Sky card too. I love this card. It's about adventures and safe haven. It's like home is truly where the heart is. You know, it's about, you know, seeking new experiences without worrying, and it's about letting go of this fear of being hurt. Home is where your heart is. This is a really good, like this connection has a lot of potential for a lot of happiness here. And then we have the Journey card. It's about loving adventure. And I feel like you're the adventurous person on the side of this connection. This person's stoic, serious, and you're this adventurous person that brings all this light and life into this person's, you know, into their existence. And with, you know, it's about being appreciative of what you have. It's about being curious and allowing that curiosity to lead you. It's about being, you know, it's about friendship as well. It's just a beautiful, beautiful card. And it's about somebody coming into your life that changes your point of view. And I feel like that's going to be what you do for this person when they come forward with this offer. It's like you're going to change their perspective. It'll help you, this person, to move into gratitude. And I feel like that's, you know, part of your job here with this person is to help them to shift their focus in life and to see the good things in life, because they're really jaded by their pain, past hurts. It's a very serious type of energy. Last one on the floor. Past life relationship. If we have the soulmate card here, you have known this person before. You may have spent many lifetimes with them in the past. The chemistry is insane in this connection. There is a strong magnetic attraction here between you and this person. The Lovers card coming out twice. Soulmate cards for me, the Two of Cups. Lots of chemistry here. That Queen of Wands. You're going to bring fire into this person's life. It's time to let go of control issues, and that's for your person. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. They're controlling, maybe they, again, protective of their heart, trying to be stoic, trying to be logical on every step of the way, but sometimes life just calls for adventure, and that's where you come in. I feel like you're the adventure. They are more of the serious energy. It's time for them to learn how to flirt. The back of the deck there. Clock is ticking. Need time takes time. Time in cycles. Time to heal. The clock is ticking. The Runner. Fear of intimacy. Listening to the ego. The Emperor. The King of Swords. They don't wear their emotions on their sleeve. They keep their hearts very guarded. Camera, reminiscing, keeping a keepsake from the past, learning from the past, and making memories. We have Keys on a Ring on the back of the deck. Many options, decisions, that Lover's card, decisions. Unconventional string along, one night stand. They're really worried that you're going to break their heart, and they feel that addiction to you too with that Devil card. Addiction on the back of this deck. What does this person, how are they feeling you right this moment? What do they want to say to you? I'm trying to become a better person. I'm working on myself. I'm focusing on my career, but I fantasize about you all the time. I have things left that I need to say to you. And this is why I'm going to open up the lines of communication there with that Ace of Cups, that Page of Cups. I feel jealous over you. Whoop. A whole pile of them there. I am a different person than you remember me as. I'm more jaded now. I was hurt, so now I'm jaded. Messages from your person. The last time I saw you, it crushed me. Maybe they saw you out with someone else. What do you want from me? It's like they want this assurance from you that you're not going to hurt them. It's like they want this assurance of how things are going to go down so that they can breathe easy. I've had conversations with you in my head. So they spend time just talking out loud to you. And I do that too. I have full-blown conversations with people when they're not even in the room. I'm working on being a better person, you know, trying to become that better person. They're really focusing on trying to improve themselves. I pretend I don't care. But that's a mask. I don't want to cause chaos in your life right now. But I feel like that's more of an excuse with this card. I really do. I feel like this is an excuse. It's like it's an easy way out for them not to make that decision that the lover's forcing upon them. You know, it's an excuse. Like, oh, I don't want to come forward because I don't want to shake things up for you. But that's more of an excuse in this case. This is the kind of love that people write about. And we do have a lot of indicators here, you guys, of twin flame. Well, more so soulmate connection here at the Two of Cups, and the Lover's coming out twice. If this person would just risk their heart a little bit, it could be the romance of a lifetime. I want to talk to you. I don't want to be in no contact anymore. I don't want to be silent anymore. On the back of the deck, they're saying, even though we're not talking, I'm watching your social media. Some teeny tiny tarot for you. And some charms from the flower pot. Oh, just got a pokey one. Okay, what do we have here? We have the sneaky, sneaky Seven of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting. I think those exact two cards came out in the Bull in one of the other readings. It's about that security. This person's coming in and they feel they don't want to shake up their own security. They're hiding those feelings with the Seven of Swords. It's a sneakiness. We have them hiding those feelings more so here with the shell. And this curled shell makes me think of the High Priestess because of the fact that it can hide things inside the inner workings of that shell. But this shell has a hole in it. So as hard as this person is trying to deny, as hard as they're trying to stay back, their emotions are coming flooding out because they feel like there's a, you know, something holding them back. Ooh. They have a lot of deep emotions that they want to express to you with this. This shell here really represents like a lot of deep-seated, loving, emotional things that need to come out. We have the paperclip. You could have met this person in school or at work. Airplane, they could travel a lot or you could travel. We have Aquarius in the Bull and Scorpio as well. We have the flat shell that makes me think of the Empress. So children could be a factor in this connection, or it could just, they're putting you on that pedestal. They're really, they think you're beautiful and abundant, and they just think that you have everything going for you with that flat shell. We also have the airplane. They may love to travel. Maybe they dream of traveling with you. We have this rune of wholeness. It talks about success, harmony, good health, self-knowledge, triumph in general, the integration of mind and spirit become possible. And then what's interesting is that we have this palm with the star on it. You could be someone that's very spiritual. As I said, you're very creative. You're very passionate. This person's more practical, but I feel like you guys are very spiritually based. Maybe you guys read tarot or have some sort of calling to the spiritual realm in some way with this handprint here. Okay, group number 3, that is your reading. Why is this person silent? What are their thoughts and intentions towards you in this connection? I feel like they want to come forward. But they have a lot of fears to quench about getting hurt again. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, be part of this community. I would love for you to hit the notification bell, and even liking this video helps me out. But mostly, I just hope that you come back and visit me, and I hope that you have a wonderful day today. Bye.